welcome back to my channel. So for today I have a get to know me tag, and also I'm gonna be getting ready with you guys as the questions are going on, just so I can make it 2-in-1 kind of video. I know I haven't gotten ready with you guys in a long time, and this is kind of like my everyday go-to routine. So if you're interested, keep watching. So I'm gonna start by priming my face, and I've been using the Ceramide Priming Face Serum. This is by the Herbieri. This is like a primer, and it's really good. You just need like the lightest amount. And with this winter weather peeking in, my skin has been a little dry. Well, it's always dry, but it's been a little drier, so yeah. Okay, question number 1 is, what is your middle name, or do you have one? Yes, actually Alejandra is my middle name, and so I'm not gonna tell you guys my first name just because, but yes, Alejandra is actually my middle name. So question number 2 is, what is your favorite color? You know, like along the years, I feel like my favorite color has changed. I feel like I've evolutionized, if that's how you say it. Meaning that my favorite color has changed. Where is my... Sorry guys, I'm looking for my brow brush. So my favorite color would have to be like a blushed pink. I like very neutral tones. Number 3 says, who is your best friend? So my best friend is here on YouTube. I am so blessed that I have a best friend that knows what it feels like to do videos. I'm gonna leave her channel down below. Her name's Blue Pimpin' Chick. She has an amazing voice, you guys, and she also does nail videos. She's an amazing nail tech. Honestly, she has been like the only, not because she's my friend, but she's been like the only nail tech that actually gets me. I've always struggled with nail techs because they either tell me you can't do it, or you know, that's not doable. They always end up changing like what I want for my nails, and she's been the only nail tech that I know that always does what the customer wants. And that's big to me, because I want to get my nails done however I want to get them done, not how my nail tech thinks that they would look nice, you know. And so she's been like my number 1 like nail tech for the past 2 years, I want to say. And I haven't, you know, changed nail techs because she's just so good at what she does. And I always post my nails on Instagram if you guys want to check out her work. I know she doesn't post her work as much on Instagram. She has a Facebook page and she posts most of them there, but I always post the ones she does on me on my Instagram. So question number 4 says, how tall are you? This is actually like a super funny question because I'm very petite. I'm like 5 flat. I used to for the longest time think that I was 4'9", but I guess after the years I kind of grew a little bit, which sounds insane to me. I've always been the shortest one in my class, in my family, in my, you know, with my siblings and everything. So when they told me I grew like half an inch or whatever, I was like, what? I couldn't really believe it. I was so stoked. Question number 5, I'm sorry. I'm already in question number 5. Question number 5 says, cats or dogs? I really don't mind cats. I just can't have cats because I have 2 dogs. My dogs are completely like bullies. Like they will bully anyone. So that's the reason I can't have cats. But if I could, I would. I think cats are like so interesting. I've never had a cat before. I remember when I was a little girl, I always wanted a cat. My mom doesn't like cats because they shit a lot, so she was like, no, no, no. And I remember that day I cried so much because I wanted a cat so bad, but I was never allowed to have cats at the house. And one time we sneaked a bunny into our house and we had to let him go because my mom doesn't really like pets inside the house. So yeah, that was the end of the bunny. I hope the bunny lived though, because we weren't able to see him anymore. Question number 6 says, what is the funniest moment in high school? So the funniest moment for me in high school was when I started dating. There used to be this girl, and she supposedly, a lot of people said that she looked like me, and I guess she had like a boyfriend on her own. And I remember one time I was going out with this guy, and she was with her boyfriend, of course, right? And the guy I was dating back in the days, he thought that was me. Like, for some reason, he thought that was me. And he made like a big show. Like, he was telling her, like, who do you think you are? Like, why are you cheating on me and stuff like that? And she just looked at him like so puzzled, like, I don't even know who you are. Like, we were in the same school, but she didn't know who he was. And I honestly did not think that she looked like me. I didn't see the resemblance at all. But people would always say that we looked alike, so I thought that was like super funny. And then when he told me, I was like cracking up. And he obviously later went to apologize to the girl, even though he didn't know her, because it was a little crazy. So I don't know. I feel bad for the girl. Countries I've visited. Well, one time when I was in college, I went to study abroad, and I went to Greece. So I've been to Greece, I've been to Canada also, and I've been to Mexico because obviously I live really close. So yeah, those are basically the countries I've visited. I would like to expand and go to like China. I have a friend in Japan, and I've been meaning to visit her. The only bad thing is that she's in the Navy, so she doesn't have time, and then I have kids, so it's kind of hard to travel with kids that are small like mine, because it's like you have to carry like your whole house. But we've been talking, and I've been thinking about maybe next summer we should visit her. She doesn't have much family, so I'm pretty sure it would be really nice to her if me and the kids, dropped by and said hi. She loves my kids. I always, send snaps. We've been friends since we were in elementary, so I've known her for quite a lot of years. And yeah, she doesn't have kids. She's not married or anything, but she loves my kids. Like, just my kids are just like her kids, she always says. So yeah, I've been a very well-rounded girl. I've been to places, but mainly because I was in that study abroad thing. So yeah. Question number 8, are you in college or did you finish college? I actually only have my associates. I haven't finished my college, just because when I was about to finish, I need probably like 2 semesters. And when I was about to finish, this was back in 2014. I haven't gone back since. I was about to be done with my college, and I got pregnant with my son, with my firstborn. So when I got pregnant, since I had been going through like some medical issues, I didn't want to go back or do anything. So I haven't finished my bachelor's, but I have my associates. So yes, I have my associates in arts, and I don't know, I've been really thinking about going back now that my kids, they're getting a little older. And also my best friend, she was also talking to me about going back. So I feel like she motivated me a little bit more to go back, because I wouldn't want to go back and not know anyone. And the fact that she's thinking about going back is just motivating me so much to go back with her, because I would have somebody to talk to and go to lunch with. So yeah, favorite subject and a worst subject. So I would have to say my favorite subject would have to be science. I know it's weird, but I love science. I love creating. I love inventions. I love inventors, and art and science are like my jazz, believe it or not. I don't even come off like a girl that would like something like that, but I do. I actually have very high scores in my SATs for science, and I would always get complimented and get like big recognitions for my science when I was in school. So I love science. It's like one of the topics that I can go on and on and on and on talking. So yes, that would be my favorite one. And my worst would be, I would have to say my worst would be history. Not because I don't like history, but because I'm really bad remembering things. I'm going to be using the Nikki Tutorials highlighter. My best friend got this for me, and I couldn't wait to use it. I said I was going to use it with her, but she's taking forever, and I want to use this already. So I'm just going to try it out. I don't even want to touch it, you guys. So I want to say my worst would have to be history, because I'm super bad at remembering things. Like, I need to write everything down. And even when I was doing my associates, I had such a hard time with history. When we would test, I would always have to go back and redo the test, because I would forget so bad what we were doing, and or like what we were talking about specifically. And so I had to always retest, because my grade would be so bad. Fortunately, I was able to get my associates without any extra trouble from history, but it's not my favorite subject. Favorite drink. Okay, so if it's an alcoholic beverage, I would say wine. I really like and enjoy wine. A nice evening, just drinking some wine, with friends. And if it's like favorite, like just whatever drink, I would say I like lemonade and I like cherry limeade. That's like my favorite. If you catch me somewhere, I would always be drinking that, because I am like big time obsessed with cherry limeade. So yeah, cherry limeade is like my jazz. And if it would be a hot drink, I'm gonna answer that one in a little bit. So my favorite animal, I would say my favorite animal are elephants, because I feel like elephants are so wise, and I don't know, they bring so much like renaissance to me. Like, they're so ancient. Like, these animals are almost prehistoric, and it just breaks my heart every time I see like people mistreating them, or that they're about to go extinct because people, you know, mistreat animals. And I'm like a big animal person, and I just hate when I see any type of cruelty. So I would say elephants are my favorite animal. So question number 12 says, what is your favorite perfume? I usually change it up between these two. Right now, I don't have the first one I'm gonna mention. Oh my god, I just freaking smudged. But my favorite one would be Bright Crystal by Versace. That one's like my number one. I've repurchased so many times, and the only reason I don't have it right now is because I currently have one in use, and I'm the type of person that doesn't like to have 1,000 perfumes just sitting there, because I strongly believe that the scent gets evaporated with the alcohol in it, and then it doesn't really smell the same. So I like to have a fresh bottle, finish it, and then go and purchase a new one. So Bright Crystal would be my top one, and then my second fragrance would be Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. My husband gave me this for our anniversary, and I freaking love it. I think it's like the most fresh scent ever, and it just gives you like the best rose, peony, gardenia kind of mix. If you're like into florals, and really like cool scents, I think you guys would really like that one. And I guess Bright Crystal kind of smells similar to that, but it's not quite the same, if it makes any sense. Tea or coffee? So this is like super down my alley. I am a coffee maniac to the max. I adore my coffee and hot chocolate. Like, my day's made with those two. So favorite sport, I actually enjoy watching football. I've never played football, thankfully, but I really enjoy watching it. And I never really did any sports when I was in high school. I was only in cheerleading and in the dance team. So I guess I have really never done sports aside of when I was like really young. My dad put me in a soccer team, and so I've played soccer. It was only to make my dad happy, although, because I don't really like soccer. Like, you know how some people get like super hyped up with the World Cup and stuff like that? That's not me, girlfriend. I don't really like soccer. I only played that one time because my dad is a big soccer fan, so I just wanted to please my dad. So question number 15 says, what is your favorite book? So when I was younger, I used to love the Goosebump books. They were like my favorite gem. I used to always read them. I think I had all of them. I'm not really quite sure. I think my mom still has like 3 of them, because obviously she knows I was a big Goosebumps girl. So I think she has a couple of my Goosebump books, which is really cool now that Goosebumps is coming back. Like, people are actually making Goosebumps a thing. So I don't know, I think Goosebumps is like the coolest shit ever. But when it comes to actual literature, I really love James Patterson's stuff. I love also things from like Sterling, and anything that involves crime, and also like horror stories. Like, they're just my jazz. Or investigations. I love it. I freaking love it. So question number 17 says, single or taken? So I'm actually married. Sorry for those of you who are hoping. Just kidding. No, I have been married for the past 2 years. We're almost gonna turn 3 years married. Question number 18 says, what is your ideal? I really like this like tutorials highlight. What is your ideal first date? And I would have to say that my ideal first date would honestly be just somewhere to eat. I don't really care what we do, as long as, you know, we eat something. I'm a big foodie. I love food. I love to eat, and I really mind. You want to watch a movie, or you want to just stroll around town. Don't really have, you know, a preference with that. Question number 19. What is your favorite memory? So my favorite memory would have to be when I had my children. I know it's pretty cliche and everybody must say that, but when I had my kids, it was like the most life-changing thing ever, and they just bring so much to my life. And sometimes it might be crazy, but it's my type of crazies. My kids are like everything for me, so yes. And question number 20 says, siblings. I actually have 2 siblings, both boys, so I am the only girl. Yay! I don't have to have any sharing with no one. I'm the only one, and just that also means that I'm my mom's best friend, so sign me up, bitch. So question number 21 says, describe your fashion sense. I'm a pretty laid-back kind of gal, if you guys haven't really noticed. T-shirt, sweatpants, leggings, gym wear, tennis shoes, Uggs. Like, I'm pretty laid back. I don't really, there's times where I dress it up also, but not really like my cup of tea. I am more laid back, like I said, and more chill. Like, I don't know, I don't really have time with 3 kids, so yeah. Well, this is everything. I hope you guys liked it, and if you wanna create this tag, or if you create this tag and you want to tag me, I will more than gladly watch it. I love these type of videos. And without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.